A very beautiful morning and welcome to Crossfire on Udala 104.7 FM this lovely Saturday morning, the 11th day in the month of October in the year 2025. Wherever you are listening to us from and whatever you may be doing, it's always a pleasure to welcome you on this very show. Remember, we speak the truth, we uphold the truth, and we preserve the truth. We call a spade a spade. We can never call a spade by any other name. That's more reason we say nos dissera veritas, nos dissera ayudicin veritas, and nos dissera vivicabit veritas, and nos dissera lingolum lingolum, and nos dissera contra lingolum lingolum. You are welcome. Wherever you are listening to us from, for those of you listening to us from New York, it's 11 minutes down the hour of 4 a.m. in New York. For those in London, 11 minutes down the hour of 9 a.m. in London. Those in Tokyo, Japan, it's 11 minutes down the hour of 5 p.m. in Tokyo, Japan. The same applies to China, 11 minutes down the hour of 4 p.m. in China. We also have those listening to us from Accra, Ghana. It's also 11 minutes down the hour of 8 a.m. in Accra, Ghana. And those who are listening to us from Delhi, India, 41 minutes down the hour of 1 p.m. in Delhi, India. Johannesburg, 11 minutes down the hour of 10 a.m. in Johannesburg. Even in Jerusalem, it's about 11 minutes down the hour of 11 a.m. in Jerusalem. And we have those who are listening to us from Ottawa, Canada, even Ontario. For those who are in Ottawa, Canada, it's 12 minutes down the hour of 4 a.m. And those who are Ontario, California, United States of America, it's about 12 minutes down the hour of 1 a.m. That's just the time across different places in the globe. This is to tell you that we are ever present. All you need to do is to go straight to your social media handles and also digital platforms we've got for you to be part of this very program. You can visit our website, Radio Udala, www.radioudala.com, and be part of it. You can also search us on Radio Garden. If you search us on Radio Garden, Udala FM, on Facebook, Udala FM, on YouTube, Udala FM, you can be part of this very program, irrespective of distance, proximity, and barriers. We are here. My name is Tony Olisa Mbeki, the Honorable Speaker, and I will be the Chief Officiating Priest in this section. We are supposed to have two guests, but we're going to have the first but the second. I'm sure of the first, I'm not too sure. But in any case, we'll keep you updated. We'll be having it as our guest later on. We're going to have Honorable Dr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Ibezim Ochiaha Idemili. He'll be joining us, where we'll be extracting some issues or extracting certain information from him about quite a lot of things. I'm gonna just keep it at that. He'll be joining us any moment from now to dissect certain things. And remember, he is former House of Representative member that represented Idemili North, Idemili South Federal Constituency at the 9th Assembly. And then we know very well that he was there for some months, and before that was overturned by the court. But now he had been in Abga, from Abga to APC, back to Abga. We'll keep it posted. But even before then, we'll let you know some of the things happening in the politics. Nigerians have continued to pour their reactions as a result of the appointment of Professor Joash Amopetan as the new INEC boss, pending the confirmation of the Senate. And many people have been writing, so many people have been speculating one thing or the other. I don't want to get involved in those speculations. I've listened to those who said it was unofficially part of those that represented Mr. President during his court cases in 2023 as a result of a lot that happened during that election. But no evidence has been tendered to show to the fact that he was one of the defending team for Mr. President when he was sued by P2B and Atiku Abubakar, but no evidence has been tendered. So whatever speculation going on, we're going to take it as speculation until you tender evidence. The idea that he's unofficially part of the defense team that represented Mr. President at the tribunal and also before the Supreme Court in that very aftermath of the election. We are waiting for evidence, and we are well aware of the constitutional provision if in line with section 153 of the Constitution. So let's not go deep into that. Let's quickly get it talking on some developing stories. We've got so much to talk about. Amopetan appointment and what have you. The tax set by Nigerians for him. And then here in Anambra State, the campaigns are still on for the November 8th governorship election. And we've got some parties campaigning. Do we have contenders? Do we have pretenders? For me, I've made analysis on some of these things. But who are those contenders? Who are those pretenders? What do you think about the campaigns ongoing in Anambra State? Is it a walkover or is it something that the incumbent will be defeated? What do you think? So it's just all about different thoughts, different perceptions, and analytics as well. We've got quite a lot to talk about as far as our political journey is concerned, and that is just that. And we'll just allow you to just give us some brief thoughts about some of these things before we prepare for the big discussion of the day. But we can always let you in and allow you to talk, and while we do that, that does not mean that we have not set the agenda. We have set the agenda for you to go on and talk. 0803 221 6973 or 0803 827 6694. If you've got any question for me, you can also bring it forward, and I'm ready to answer that very question you've got. Just like I told you earlier on, remember, we'll be joined by Honorable Fanyi Chukwu Bezim Ochahi Demili, former House of Representative member who represented the Demili North, Demili South Federal Constituency. He'll be joining us. Let's get a thought on some of these developing stories. The choice of Amopetan, that's the trending discussions. And we've got the Anambra State election, gubernatorial election, November 8th, followed by the council election in FCT, followed by a Ekiti gubernatorial election, and also Osun State. Let's get a take. These are some elections we oversee before the 2027 general election. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
My name is George, calling for myself.
You're welcome, George. It's good to have you.
My speaker, there's something that is going on in the space of social media, which I don't really understand. But the people are protesting, telling Crossfire TV to send an apology to them that it was embarrassing. But with what I saw on that interview, I feel that the ministers was showing the kind of level that our country has been in terms of within the citizens and the politicians. Because I feel that they were trying to ask him a question and trying to show the security as a politician and a minister for telling the fellow citizens, who are you? Who are you? So I would like the Bonny people to let them see we are facing a lot in Southeast here. Which I, on Abuja, will say that I have not seen the impact of mine of having the people of Southeast. What are our benefits? Come to Asabaye. You can't move freely from Abo to Asaba, from Asaba to Onitsha, and you call yourself a minister. Why some people are protesting for a road that building on other people? Other people go to benefit from that road. Yes, it's not Nigeria, but what is not happening in your own domain, in Southeast, in South, what's going on? So I don't really know. So that is why I'm trying to ask you a question. That does it truly that David might deserve an apology, or I would say that political what are they calling it, gathering and protest is what those guys are doing that I saw. Because I want to tell that I was not, because the man was not doing any good as a minister that came in from our legion here and doing nothing for us. What about if at the end of the day that Tinubu did not win the 2027 election? We just say that we have a one-time minister of Pastor who did not do anything in this legion. Good morning.
All right, that's for the interview you talked about, and it's between the two personalities. But then I don't want to comment on that in the sense that I'm so much concerned about our own interviews. You know, the minister has shown himself in the past, and he has stood and demonstrated to everyone the kind of person he is. And the other personality we know very well. So we are concerned about the interviews we are conducting here. Good morning, you're welcome. Sorry about that. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You are welcome. It's good to have you.
Yeah, very good morning. Dr.
You're welcome. It's good to have you. You're welcome, Chidi Chukwuma.
Let me start with the forthcoming election in Anambra. As far as I'm concerned, it's going to be a walkover because I can't see any serious contender in this election. And the incumbents have performed so credibly that there is nothing anybody can say that will disqualify him, because he has managed our economy effectively. Have showcased that he's a renowned economist. This is the one that have not borrowed. That the governors, their performance, almost in every state in Nigeria, all of them have borrowed money so much, but this one has managed the one that they have effectively, and that is why nobody can challenge him, because he managed our scarce resources effectively, showing that he's a very honest man. So this thing will give him an edge against the other contenders. On the issue of the new electoral empire, yes, is an antecedent and also his pedigree. And let's say that he is academically that is so much qualified, and also the commitment to do here. As we say that he has a choice to make.
Your line is not too clear.
Or to stand for the person that appointed him, or the political party that the president belongs to. Because the other time I heard you saying that we appoint him. No, we did, because Mr. President did not consult us. The that appointment. So that appointment was made by the Mr. President.
All right, we got your point. We have to let you go. Why we need to? We need to let you go because of your line is not too clear. So let not just blow what we are doing. Your line wasn't too clear, and we are struggling to even hear you correctly. And I'm also encouraging those who are following us to also go to Facebook. Just search Udala 104.7 FM and be part of what we are doing here. And we have asked quite a number of questions and also put it to you that you can also ask question. And we are going to respond to that question. Let's go back to the phone lines. We have many people on the line. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning, Doctor.
You're welcome.
I am Great Dame Ezia Patego, radiating from Osmogo.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. You see, on the appointment of Joshua or Joash Amo Pitan, it is a welcome development. A right peg in the right hole. Yes. And we are going to see him come November 8th. See him perform here in Anambra State. That will be a launching pad. For him, I wish him good luck on his new position. I have gone through his profile. A well-sophisticated one, a well-balanced one. Yes, the president has made a rightful choice by giving him the position. Once more, he is welcome on board. Away from that, Ebonyi State indigenes criticizing Useni and begging for apology from him on what transpired between him and Wike, the emperor. I don't think there is any apology that will be tendered. I want to commend Useni and wish other journalists would copy from him and to the same line of action, because Nigeria is turning to another thing altogether. A jungle place where we have a lot of emperors, no institutions. Yes, someone like Husseini, who came out boldly, needs our commendation, not our apology. I wish such a measure would be given to all those emperors called Nigerian politicians who are parading themselves as what they are not. Instead of being servants, the citizens are meant to be servants, whereas the reverse should be the case. Kudos to that Arise television anchor, Husseini. I love him and wish him more grace to his elbow. I rest my case while I listen. Good morning, my dear brother.
All right, thank you so much for your submission this morning. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Ogaragi.
It's good to have you. You're welcome. Good morning.
The voice of Engineer France, I'm calling from Onitsha.
Engineer Frank calling from Onitsha, please go on.
I think the only person that better an apology, I think the Professor Dave Umar. The reason is for not being accountable, because there's no, from the question they ask him, you do not answer question being thrown to him. So I think we demand an apology from him, and after that apology, he needs to tell us how much does it cost to build the square meter of those roads. He needs to tell us, because tax payers money. So he needs to give us an accountability. I think that
Your line is also breaking. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Let's see something. Let's see what we can do to fix that. morning.
Hello.
You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
This is Olisa from Onitsha.
Shibike calling from Onitsha. You're welcome.
You saw this happening that in this 21st century that the governor like Soludo is regarded as a working governor. Because when I go around Anambra, it's just like we are progressing. Just in this Onitsha, if you are applying this packer load, the road is just every day is deteriorating. So I don't understand how our people are seeing him as a working governor. This is a man that don't have any clear manifesto.
Are you there?
You don't have anything you don't have any manifesto in any sector. Only plan on how to improve the power supply in Anambra. I don't even know his agenda. So I don't.
Are you there?
It's as if that is progressive.
Okay.
We are in 21st century for God's sake. One is very, very local. Not working anything.
All right.
So I don't.
All right, we got your point. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
That is
Good
contesting.
morning, my speaker Olisa Mbeki.
You're welcome.
My name Basil Ugu, calling you from Onitsha.
You're welcome, Basil.
Thank you, my speaker. My speaker, let me comment on the issue of the former Minister of Science and Technology,
Okay.
Mr. Naji. Tony, it's very disheartening that somebody like this will hold the strong position as Minister of Science and Technology in Nigeria without having any pre-knowledge of what is called technology. Somebody that did not graduate from school and will come and start teaching professors. What country are we? Are we really doing what we're supposed to do in this country? What is wrong with the technocrats? Don't we have a technocrat in our society again? Must we go with people that forge certificates?
All right.
How are we going to be managing this?
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. so sorry about the delay. We have to really fix one or two things, and then we're actually trying to do that. And then we've thought we've got to get that done, and then we go back to what we're doing. Our guest is already here, Honorable FM Ibezim Oshiaha. But before we bring him in, we are also going to take one or two calls. He's just here in the studio with us. Just as we announced earlier, he'll be joining us and he's in the studio. But let's take one or two calls while we bring him in. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Hello.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm Sunday, calling from Nero.
You're welcome, Honorable Sunday.
Yeah, it's unfair for people to say that Soludo is not what. For me, the man has surpassed his previous of the people that ruled for him. I went to Koko last time to visit somebody. He goes there, he sees some little things he's doing. And remember, a journey of 1 million miles cannot finish everything in one tenure. Yes, 8 years of other governors like Willows, they are no. He has surpassed every other thing. Touches every area of the Anambra State. So I think people should give them man time. He can have many times to show. Remember, during the Julio, there are no. Anambra is like a protest. So for me, the man is working seriously. The only thing is that he can finish everything in one time. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. There are so many calls coming in, and we have our guest seated in the studio, and I'm going to bring him any moment from now. But let me just leave these calls because we've been taking calls all this while, and let's see if we can bring in Honorable FM Ibezim Oshiaha Idemili, who is well seated in our studio. It's a pleasure to see him after a long time, and we have known for a very long period of time. He's my very good friend. I will not deny that, so I have to proclaim that publicly. He's my very good friend, and then I'm glad to receive him here. It's my pleasure. Remember, he is former House of Rep member in the 9th Senate, and then I remember the motions he moved. I'm going to come back to that. It's my pleasure to welcome you, Honorable FM Ibezim Oshiaha. Good morning. It's good to see you after a long time.
Thank you so much, my dear friend Tony Olisa Mbeki. I'm happy to hear that you are now in Udala FM. The last time we saw was at Odenibo.
Okay.
Odenibo FM. Nice to meet you after a long time.
All right, remember, Oshiaha is known for so many things, and he represents quite a lot of things for so many people. And then we can remember vividly when he moved that very motion that saw the restoration and maximal use of Warri, Port Harcourt, Onne, Calabar, and Onitsha inland ports. And the key aim was to decongest the Lagos port complex at Papa and Tinkan by reactivating these eastern ports. And I also remember that as a result of his motion, the House of Representatives set up a 14-member ad hoc committee chaired by Honorable Baba Yusuf Yakubu, with him being a member. And then this committee was to investigate why the eastern ports were underutilized. It held site visits, public hearings in several ports, and including Onitsha. And I remember those days at the public hearing in Onitsha, issues such as construction process, infrastructures, security, and the need to declare Onitsha River Port as a port of final destination as cargo can be cleared there. These things were discussed. But as on that end, that's not what we are talking about today. I'm just trying to bring you up to speed to some of his past achievements and some of the things he was able to do in the past while he was in the House of Representatives, and he formed a strong allies. And today we are going to talk about his movement to ABGA and why he is supporting Governor Chukwuma Soludo. Let me ask you, Ocheha, you have the microphone. Maybe you have told your constituents, you have told your people, you have told your Umunna, you have told the people of Idemili North and South why you will be leaving APC and be joining ABGA. You have the microphone to tell the world as you speak right now. Those in Italy, they are listening. Those in South Africa, they are listening. Those of our friends in Vietnam, Dubai, different parts of the world, United States of America, Canada, they are listening. You have the microphone to let us know, not for social media, because some of the things happening on social media, our people are marrow. Tell us why you decided to leave APC and you are now in ABGA before we ask you why you are supporting Governor Chukwuma Soludo.
Thank you, Olisa Mbeki. Let me correct one impression here.
Okay.
I did not join ABGA. I returned back to ABGA.
Okay.
Recall that I was and still a founding member of All Progressive Grand Alliance, ABGA, dated 20th of December 2011. That was when I joined ABGA and started building ABGA in Idemili North and South. I left ABGA sometime in 2021 to APC, and my reasons for leaving ABGA as at then is clearly known by those concerned as at that time. It's not something I would want to start discussing at this point.
Okay.
I was in ABGA. I was in APC in 2022 during the governorship election, then which the present governor Chukwuma Soludo and Andy Uba contested, and Professor Chukwuma Soludo won that election. I have no doubt, even when I was in APC, that he is going to win the election because I know quite well that ABGA is institutionalized in Anambra State.
Okay.
And after the governorship election in 2021, I contested for the House of Representatives to return back to the 10th National Assembly under the platform of APC. And if you look at what transpired in that election in 2023, you can attest to the fact that when I was in APC, I worked so hard to ensure that APC became a formidable opposition in Anambra State. Using APC to contest for the House of Representatives, and I produced the highest result for Mr. President in Idemili North. The highest result he got, 60% of the result he got in Anambra State came from Idemili North. The second largest vote he got from Anambra State came from Idemili South. For Senate, House of Reps, House of Assembly, I came second in that election for the House of Representatives. For the House of Assembly, my candidate for the House of Assembly came second in that election. And APC became a force in Anambra State, in Idemili North and South. But I feel after that election that it's time to come back home and make my impact in the ongoing massive infrastructural development by the present governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo Oluwatuegwu. And I think it's quite, I'm quite happy that I'm back home, where I belong to, where I have built the party in the past and institutionalized ABGA in the Idemili North and South. So I think I'm happy back home.
You're happy back home?
Absolutely.
Oh, because we know very well that you are so much connected to the people of Idemili North and South, and many have called you a grassroots mobilizer. Yeah. Did you come back because of the performance of His Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State, Chukwuma Soludo, or did you come back to reposition yourself ahead of 2027? And people would like to know that.
No. I'm not interested in 2027. Any right-thinking person shouldn't be talking about 2027. We still have about 2 years to that. Why will I return to ABGA to talk about 2027? I'm not contesting anything for now. I'm not interested in contesting anything at the moment. What I'm contesting today is Professor Chukwuma Soludo. That's what I'm contesting. That's my interest. And I'm going to demonstrate it.
So are you thinking?
I didn't return back to ABGA because I want to take advantage of the party to run for 2027. It's impossible. I return back to ABGA. There are so many factors that made me to return to ABGA. One of it is what Professor Chukwuma Soludo have demonstrated in terms of infrastructural development, in terms of repositioning the economic trajectory of our dear states, and so many other things. And I feel that Ndi Igbo should have their own political institution, like every other region in Nigeria. If you build your house, then you use it to approach the center and get what belongs to your people.
Now the question will be, do you think the governor has performed? You keep repeating that he has done massively, and you even called him Oluwatuegwu. You know, has he really performed in the eyes of Anambra or in your own eyes?
Let me tell you the truth. Anybody that will come out today and say that Professor Chukwuma Soludo have not performed in the mandate we have given him for the first term in office,
okay,
he may be living in a fool's paradise. All the indices that will showcase one's performance in governance, Professor Chukwuma Soludo have exceeded all of them. There are take him up in terms of infrastructural development. Take him up in terms of our economic projection, where we are, where we were yesterday and where we are today. Take him up when you want to talk about political trajectory in the state and all of it. Professor Chukwuma Soludo have performed wonderfully well in the last 3 years. Remember, it's just 3 years we are talking about. Do you want to talk about the new Anambra government house? A mini smart city sitting on about 56 buildings. You can't talk about that. He broke the infrastructural genes. I call it infrastructural quagmire. 34 years in the life of Anambra State as a state. A state created 34 years ago without a befitting government house, without a befitting governor's lodge, without a befitting cabinet office, which you can call the secretariat, without befitting a deputy governor's office, no conference, government house conference building. We have today 1,050 complex in the government house. We have a government house.
So
we have 56 building.
Is that not too much?
In short, I can't quantify what I saw
when you visited.
When I visited the new government house, and I asked a question: when, how, when did we get here, and how did we get here? And I was marveled. I was totally marveled. What came to my head was, one, the financial implication of having that different edifice. When was the concept of having this government house conceived? Then the implementation between when he was sworn in as a governor and when those 56 buildings were completed. I was marveled, and I have no reason not to give him all the support. Secondly, when you look at the road infrastructure, over 760 kilometers of roads and close to 500 kilometers asphalted in less than 3 years. Because now you are talking about 3 years, but it's in less than 3 years. Are you going to talk about the two iconic flyovers? Are you going to talk about the Fun City? Are you going to talk about the health sector? Are you going to talk about the security architecture? Are you going to talk about human capital development? The 1U2 skill? What are you going to talk about? Now we are recovering our state from the menace of kidnapping, banditry, and all of it. I don't want to, people may say Soludo is your friend. It's not about friendship. It's about what the reforms, the institutional reforms Professor Chukwuma Soludo have put in place in Anambra State. And these are the things that, one of the factors that formed my reason to return back home and give Professor Chukwuma Soludo the full backing to return back and complete his second tenure in office.
Will you say that he's the best governor Anambra State has ever had in their history, or he's just one of the best, or probably he's below or second to the best?
I will not be the person to say it. It is the people of Anambra State. If you ask me to judge him by my own personal assessment, putting all the indices in place, I can say to you, I can give you an answer. But I will leave it to the people of Anambra State. Professor Chukwuma Soludo Sina Akwo Bebinse Akwo. We are talking about in 3 years of his administration.
I think I'm really concerned because if you look around, major billionaires in Anambra State seems to be supporting the governor. We have Prince Eze, who has made a video, and the video has gone viral, where he has rooted his support for Governor Chukwuma Soludo. Ibeto was in Oka yesterday or 2 days ago, and he was making such statement. Emeka for the same statement. Innocent, if they saw Chukwuma, Innocent Motors, the same statement. In fact, NX Azudialu Obi Ejese, the same statement. Billionaires surrounding the governor. Is the governor of billionaires or the governors of the masses?
I wanted to interject to what you are saying, because I myself, I don't belong to the class of billionaires. I belong to the class of the masses. I belong to the class of the locals. What Soludo is doing is to change the life. If you have all the requisite qualification, you will be employed. Soludo have extended infrastructural development in the 176 communities. The health centers, the smart 3 major general hospitals in the 3 senatorial zones. Soludo is not the governor for the billionaires. It's not a product of the billionaires. It's a product of locally grown child from Isuofia, where he attended his primary school, and grew and worked so hard and find himself to UNN and became a professor at the age of 32. That is why he say his name is Charlie Wambafo. So he is the product of poor background, and he was made who he is today by himself. So he is the governor of the locals. He is the governor of the poor masses, not the governor of the billionaires. I am not saying that the billionaires cannot endorse him. Yes, they can. They can endorse him, but I'm saying that Soludo is the product of the masses of Anambra State, is the product of the locals.
All right, there are some segments of the state who believe that they have not in any way experienced the transformation you are talking about. People from Awada will tell you we've not experienced anything, and there are people living around territory that will tell you that road that traverses through 33 to Aguleri is in a mess. But people in Okpoko will tell you they have got the blessings because he has transformed that area. And then there are people in Omoba that will tell you, oh, he has done wonderfully well. And there are people in other places like Oba, they will tell you different stories for different people. And there are people that will tell you, when are we going to get our own share of what you believe he is doing that he hasn't got to us? Ekulobia will tell you, he is our Messiah. He has made the very city to be what it was conceived to be as the fourth, thriving cities in Anambra State. So you said he has constructed and attracted over 500 kilometers of road, awarded over 700 something kilometers of road. People are saying, is he only in Anambra South is doing this work? What about those in the north and central? But for those in Onitsha, they will say, oh, he has done so much in Onitsha, he has done in Okpoko is north, Onitsha is still north. Central, I don't know. The zoning, is this something that we are going to? You are once started to say nothing like zoning in Anambra State. Are you believing in that zoning again? I've asked so many questions.
I don't want to go into zoning. I want to take you up by what you said in terms of infrastructure.
Okay.
I'm not here to discuss zoning.
Right.
Let's take it one after the other.
All right.
I want to ask you, what of those people in Anambra West, like in Zam, do they complain? Do they complain? In the history of the old eastern region or the old Anambra State, and since the creation of Anambra State, have you gone to Nzam?
I've not been there.
It will take you the whole of the day to go to Nzam and return back the next day. You start your journey of returning back the next day.
The next day.
What Professor Chukwuma Soludo, from what I understand and my own investigation that I carried out, is that he is looking at the remotest areas.
Okay.
Nobody can tell the people of Nzam or Anambra West people, which is in Anambra North Senatorial Zone, that they will leave to see a road network covering about 30 something kilometers, and they will leave to see a clinic, not to talk of a general hospital. My brother, I am not here to talk about politics. I am here to talk about achievements of a man. Yes, we have 179 communities. We have 326 wards. We have 3 senatorial zones. We have 11 federal constituencies in Anambra State. You don't expect that in 3 years that Professor Chukwuma Soludo will perform miracle. Even in the Western world, development is still ongoing. Let me tell you, governance is not easy. You may sit in the confines of your home and you can assess someone by what you hear, social media gimmies. But I, who have been in public space, knows what it takes to effect governance. So Professor Chukwuma Soludo has wonderful plans. Have you heard about the 5-star Marriott Hotel? Have you heard about the Silicon Valley smart cities that is coming up? Have you heard about the monorail?
Is that thing
that will traverse from Onitsha, Ekulobia to Central? Are you aware that 5-star hotel is coming up?
That monorail, I'm interested, because for me, if you talk about 5-star hotel, some people will tell you, is it going to be for free? Is it not when you pay for the hotel room?
It's about tourism.
It's about tourism.
Tourism exposure, exposing our state to the global.
And somebody listening will say it's for people like you.
No.
It's for people like you. It's people like you that will go for
the international conference center that everybody is using today. Is it for the?
Let's talk about those things that affect the lives of ordinary people. You talk about monorail.
Yes.
Is it real?
You see, one thing I know about Soludo is not a politician. He might be a politician with a difference. Somebody like me. I don't speak from both sides of my mouth, and Professor Chukwuma Soludo does not speak from both sides of his mouth. Before he opens his mouth to say anything, it's already in process. The master plan, second phase of that master plan is done. That is why anytime he make his speeches, the take home is that Anambra people, you aren't saying nothing. Anything. You see, we are all talking about 3 years. 3 years. All those things are already in place. And Soludo is just implementing the Vision 2070 of Anambra, a future master plan, a 50 years master plan, infrastructural plan for the new Anambra. You know, I was one of those people that saw a vision for the new Anambra. Professor Chukwuma Soludo came and believed in that vision because he saw the vision on time. Believe in the vision and start laying the foundation for the new Anambra of our tomorrow, for the new generation, a state that they will call their own. Go to Lagos State, Southwest, and see what you can call it, what the Yorubas are doing. It is people like us that understand what is going on. And I believe that Professor Chukwuma Soludo also understands there is a competition for the future. And we should have our own homeland that we will call our own, where all the infrastructures are in place for local and international business attraction for our people. He knows what this country will look like in the next 50 years. There will be a lot of competition. We are talking about restructuring of the country. Assuming Nigeria is restructured today. Look at what is going on in Lagos. The demolition of the shops of our people. It's time for them to think home. It's time for them to revisit the think home philosophy of Chukwuemeka Ezefe. and take advantage of the infrastructural development that is coming up in Anambra State and invest in it, in the real estate sector, in the industrialization sector. Look at the new main market. Have you thought about that? Massive hectares of land that have been mapped out
for new main market.
Yes, the design have been done by his administration.
So those who are in main market, there will be a new modern market for them.
There will be a new modern smart market for them, where you will be sitting and you'll be selling your goods and you'll be looking at the River Niger. Assuming I was in the House of Reps, by now River Niger, there will be movement of goods and services from One port to Onitsha inland port.
So
and with the new main market that will come up by his administration.
I want to ask you, with these things you are saying, you're talking about the monorail that will connect Orca to Onitsha to Epulobia, and that rail means that
and
transportation will be made easier. You talked about new modern smart main market and other things. Is this Dubai Taiwan? But I'm gonna hold you on that thought, because when we come back, people who are used to that Dubai Taiwan philosophy of Professor Chukwumacha Soludo, and he also added Silicon Valley to that Dubai Taiwan. Anytime they see a pothole, they say, is this a Dubai Taiwan? Anytime they see a flaw, they ask, is this a Dubai Taiwan? You will explain to us what that means, but that will be after this break. Remember, this is Crossfire on Udala 104.7 FM, and we still have Honorable Dr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Ibezim Ochia, former member, House of Representatives, 9 Select. We'll go there, come back after this break.
And the entire Anambra State, get ready for a life-changing apostolic invasion. It's Upo City-wide crusade, powered by Upo Christian Association, with the Restoration Apostle Johnson Suleiman, live in Anambra State. A divine awakening for signs and wonders. Come and witness the mighty miracles of God in a prophetic atmosphere like never before. Upo City-wide crusade. Theme: the Lord, He is God. It will also feature anointed songs ministrations by Ambassador Chinyere Udoma and Minister Adrian Alex. The date is Tuesday, 28th of October at 4 p.m. and Wednesday, 29th of October 2025 at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. And it will be happening live at Walter Eze Memorial Secondary School Field, former Boys Secondary School, opposite All Saints Anglican Church, Upo Dunukofia Local Government Area of Anambra State. For inquiries, call 0903 952 1048 or 0806 297 8399. Please note that there will be free transportation to the crusade ground. Upo City-wide crusade. Come in faith and you shall see the power of God.
Quality bread, Wendy's bread, for your family breakfast. Wendy's bread, I'll pack it and it is yellow. Wendy's bread, mama, papa, they like Wendy's bread, not chicken and do. Wendy's bread, even children, they like Wendy's bread. Wendy's bread, Linta. Wendy's bread, get it better, tasty, we go sweet your belly. Wendy's bread, Wendy's your bachichoma. Wendy's bread, the champion.
Wendy's bread, your tasty bread. You can contact us on our official address, 2nd Business Park, Enugu Road, GRA, beside Onitsha, Anambra State. We also have another branch at St. Michael Plaza at Tandy Road. Also contact us on 070-1149-1571. Wendy's bread, your tasty bread.
Wendy's bread.
Living Christ Mission Worldwide joyfully invites you to the victorious celebration of the 58th birthday in the Lord of our founder, leader, and Archbishop, His Grace the Most Reverend Professor Daddy Hezekiah, OON, JP, Lord Mayor of Peace, Proprietor and Chancellor, Hezekiah University, Umudi, Imo State, in conjunction with the 42nd International Annual Convention of the Church. Day, Sunday, 12th October 2025. Venue, the spiritual headquarters of the church in Onkwere, Imo State. Time, 10 a.m. Chief Speaker of the day, the celebrant, His Grace the Most Reverend Professor Daddy Hezekiah. Chief Host, Her Grace Ambassador Princess Samuel Divine Gift Onyinoma Chukwu, MON, JP, PhD, the Executive President of Living Christ Mission. This God, His way is perfect. The promise of the Lord proves true. He is a shield for all those who take refuge in Him. 2 Samuel 22 verse 31. Signed, Deacon Chukwuemeka Ago, PRO, Living Christ Mission.
You're welcome back. It's to Crossfire on Udala 104.7 FM, and I'm still your Honorable Speaker, Tony Olisa Mbeki, and I'm in the studio with Honorable Dr. Efai Chukwu Ibezi, and he's here to do justice to some questions we've been asking. And before we went for that break, we asked him, the Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley, is it what we are seeing? Because he has given us certain projections, a number 2070 vision. He has told us about the monorail. He has told us about the smart main market that he said the plans have been concluded. He has also told us about the Fund City and other developmental projects, the industrial mix-up AMEC, and so many things. And then he's saying that the governor has said we haven't seen anything the beans out in his works. That it means that so much is to be seen. But before we ask the next question, I'm asking him, are we seeing the Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley based on what is on ground, or is it a process? Because people are expecting to see the skyscrapers we used to see in Dubai. You have visited Dubai, and people are thinking that we are going to see the industrial layouts known in Taiwan, and then possibly the Silicon Valley. Or are we going to talk about the Solution Innovation District, the one we have in Oka? Let's get a thoughts on some of these questions.
I think, Tony, you have started explaining the Dubai, Taiwan, because we have mentioned the Silicon Valley, the smart and all of it, the smart city in Oka and all of it, the Solution Innovation District that will soon come up, and so many of them. I think Mr. Governor have explained what he meant by the Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley. I have listened to him on several occasions where he has discussed and explained what he meant by the word Dubai, Taiwan. And if you take it up, even Dubai we are talking about today, was Dubai built in one day? Was Taiwan built in one day? If you want to build a future, the first thing you do is to lay an institutional foundation. The structural part of the future, the new Anambra, has to be laid, and the process will now begin. And I think that is what Professor Chukwu Masoludo is doing. Let me also say to you, I took my time to go through the compendium of his achievements in 3 years, and also not only looking at what he has achieved, I also look at what he intends to do moving forward. Yesterday I was in a book launch where when I was listening to his, because I'm good at listening to people's lips. When you talk, I will be looking at your lips to know when you are lying or when you are saying the truth. And Professor Chukwu Masoludo says immediately after the election that he's taken off. Massive infrastructural revolution will start immediately. And you talked about the smart cities that are coming up in the 3 senatorial zones in Anambra State. the Anambra Misuse Industrial City. The master plan is fully on ground. A city that will cover in about 3,000 hectares of land, which will feature different zones, including the special agro-based industrial processing zone, the automotive and motor vehicle zone, the light engineering construction materials that will come up, the pharmaceutical industry hub that is coming up in Oba, in Anambra State. Have you gone to that place?
I think we are told that structures are coming up in quick succession.
You talk about the upscaling of his agenda for our security laws with proper technology. You talk about deepening the institutional reforms. You talk about deepening infrastructural revolution that is taking place in Anambra State. The 3 brand new mega cities that will come up. Tony, should I continue? Are you talking about also the health sector, the educational health sector, the human capital development, the one youth, 2 skill that he's projecting by next year? We should be talking about 100,000 people.
100,000 people?
100,000 youths to be empowered through that scale.
And then we learned that he get grants ranging from 400 to 500,000 to about 8,300 people. He has done this before, but if he hadn't done that, many would say he is doing this because of election.
I am trying to explain to you what the Dubai Taiwan means.
Okay.
Because you can't just mention about Dubai Taiwan. You want to go to Dubai or any other place and uplift those massive buildings and bring to Anambra. I'm trying to explain to you that if you want to build a Dubai, Taiwan or whatever, you must lay an institutional foundation before getting to that level. And that is what Professor Chukwuma Soludo is doing. I want to say to you that don't forget the fact that I said it is a 50-year plan, 50 years. Governor Soludo will not be governor beyond 8 years. So there will be a successive administration that will continue. But the good thing is that the master plan
and works
is in place. And the institution that will help us to get to our destination of the new Anambra of our dream is in place.
All right, we have to open the phone lines because of time, and then I want people to come in and ask questions, and let's not do much of the talking. We have to let them the time to talk as well. For those of you who are listening, it's now time for you to ask questions. We are going to take questions on our social media platforms. You can go to our Facebook and drop your question. We are going to take questions from social media, Facebook, and we're also going to take questions from our lines here. You have the 2 lines, 0803 221 6973 or 0803 827 6695. I know that the traffic will be heavy. Just like I always claim, this is the most listened political program in the entire Southeast. There's no doubt about it. And we've got some statistics to prove that. But most importantly, you can start talking. We have in the studio with us this very morning, Honorable Dr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Ibezi Ochiaha Idemili. He's here with us. And he's one of the apostles of Soludo. He is speaking like an apostle. I remember when Peter was talking about Jesus, when he has visited some places, he is telling them about the Jesus he knows. But he is talking like Peter now. I don't know if he's Peter or Peter the apostle, but this time around the Peter of Professor Chukwuma Soludo. Let's get you and then have what you have to say about some of the things he has said. Time will not permit us to go on to allow him time to continue with some of the achievements. Time is not on our side. Let's go straight to the phone line. Hello, good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning.
You have to do me a favor by being audible. That's the only favor you're going to do for me.
My name is Maruke Shuka.
Maruke Shuka, you're welcome.
Mr. Speaker, I must still tell you I am tired of all this. back in those days, I could remember whenever Saturday is coming on, I will be happy because there are new things I must learn from you. I am missing those days, Mr. Speaker. This is the sharing of politicians that will come and tell us what they told us yesterday. I am tired of it. I am tired of this. You can't have you Ronaldo and you are playing him in defense. Do you want success at all? This is the information of the politicians. They keep telling us what they told us yesterday, which we know that they are just, I don't know, booking things that they want, whatever they want, they will tell us. But the one that are truth and the one that are right. Honestly, I'm tired of this. Mr. Speaker, give us time. I am missing those days.
All right, I think you have a peculiar case. You want situation where I'll do the program without inviting somebody. That's what you want. But unfortunately, that's not what we are doing now. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you. Hello, good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning, Olisa Mbeki.
You are welcome.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Here, guys.
Good morning.
My name is Honorable Chimubu. I come from Agruzibo.
You're calling from Aguluzibo. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Let me congratulate the guest in the house. I love the way he analyzed some certain things because with my eyes, I see a lot of things Soludo is doing, and I really appreciate that. So what I want to ask is, in Africa, roads is in Africa. Dubai become tourism, where they build house, and Taiwan is industrial country. So what I want to ask, what is the industry that is Soludo is laying for the Anambarians? Because we need the industries, we need the factories, and we need a lot of things. What then are we going to hope for? And our people that are in the school, immediately they come out from school, they will not be employed in Anambra State. That's what I want to ask. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. He's going to answer that question later on. I think you asked, what would the industries be manufacturing or producing? All right, we got a question, but then I know he explained that when you hear about agricultural and automotive, these things are self-explanatory, but you want to know exactly what these industries will be producing. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, Otutuama. You're welcome.
All right. Ochari Jemili. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Bishop Ben. I'm reaching you from Awada. Both of one of the James not my brother. Good morning once again.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bishop Ben.
I want to commend Ochari Jemili for making our time to be here today. It has been a long time. So, what I want to say, Ochara, you have been a wonderful guy, a great organizer, and the man national when the no change our trial. So, I don't want to comment on why you have left Africa that time for APC, up to APC to Africa now. It's all about self-interest and comfortability in the political arena. So what I want to say is, I want to urge you, because you are not the big to brand. That's what are the generally not on such concern. Politicians will have to partner with you. So let your ambition not be compromised. What government is doing it because it's the government. What I'm doing because I am sure. So what I want to say is your own image and reputation. So that it should be a thing of Bitcoin. A thing maybe cannot be tomorrow. All
right, you're urging him to go for his ambition, not. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much because of time. I have to let you go. Thank you so much. Make it brief, and I must let you know that even the honorable member representing Idemili North, Idemili South Federal Constituency is nowhere to be found. And I know I must say it publicly. I have extended invitation to him for him to come and tell the people of Idemili North and South what he is doing. And he keeps doing promise and fail. I don't need to hide it any longer. I don't know if anybody who is listening will tell him this. He has to come and give to the people of Idemili North and South the account of what he has done. When he was seeking for vote, he came many times. Sometimes he will be the one doing the calling that he wants to come. Now he is there. And we are calling him to come and give us account. The same platform he used when you were seeking for vote, that he hasn't done. But that's not what we are talking about here. I just decided to say this because the Spirit says I should do what? Say it. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You are welcome.
Yeah, Dr. Olisa Mbeki.
You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Thank you very much. Chidi Chukuma joining you from board this morning.
Chidi Chukuma calling from Mbo.
Yeah, and very good morning to you, Dr. Ibezin. Very good morning to you.
Thank you, my brother.
North and South. Yes, my dear brother. You are very much welcome. And I'm very happy for you this morning. Coming back to home at the right time. Because I'm one of those who cry when you left. Not particularly that you change party, but that very platform, political platform, it made me to share the tears. But now I'm very happy for you because you lead a lot to Nigeria, not only another state. Your achievement in a very few years or very few states in the National Assembly, you achieve a lot. And that is why the focus is on you. So thank you very much for all that you said. For the governor of Anambra State, I'm from Mbo, I'm a native of Mbo. So you are my brother.
Thank
in
you.
the angle of Wala Nom. And here is my Mbo, not because we have made any impact here in Mbo. But not as you said today. You even if you are doing miracle, you can't cover every area in a few days. He has not made any impact in Mbo, but I'm very happy for him for the achievement he has made so far. And that is why I said earlier that the forthcoming election is just a walkover. Because I can't.
All right, thank you so much, Shindi Chukuma. Because of time, we have to let it go. We have to allow others to come in. Because good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
I think we need to deal on some of these.
We are going to deal on that.
Please, I just want to ask one question.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I just want him to tell me how do we measure the level of development. That is, the performance. How do you measure it? Because from what you're telling us, you did not tell us how much the governor is earning or how much are we getting as a revenue. Because it's from there you can kind of quantify development that you are talking about. I cannot see a way. Maybe you are earning 50 million and you are doing a project of 100,000. That one for me is not a development.
All right.
So tell us
How much? That's what you're interested to know.
Getting as a revenue and how much? What have we spent?
All right. Thank you so much. Tell us if the governor has also borrowed money for some of the works he's doing, because I'm aware that some governors in the southeast, Enugu, Abia, Imo, Ebonyi, they have all borrowed. Is Chukuma Soludo also borrowing because he's talking about how much he's earning? And it doesn't take it that somebody earns 50 million and does a work of 1 million, and then you are telling him he's doing a work. Let's get to hear from you. There are so many questions and the lines are buzzing. People want to hear.
Olisa Mbeki, there are things I cannot answer here because I'm not
a government official.
I'm not a government official, and I'm not the commissioner for finance or the head of revenue generating agency. And some of the questions are left for them to come and answer. I think I need to take up on those ones that are more important. Some are just making their own individual points about governance and what governance should be. Somebody mentioned about I want to be taking up about infrastructural development. Day before yesterday, day before yesterday, I was reading the news and I realized that the governor just inaugurated the Anambra State electricity
Regulatory Commission.
ANSEC. Do you know what that means? Federal government removed the electricity component of the constitution from the
exclusive list
to the concurrent list, meaning that the state government can now generate and distribute. And look at all the states in Nigeria. Anambra have taken a bold step in setting up, inaugurating the commission. I thank the Anambra State House of Assembly, led by the Speaker, for doing the needful.
Okay.
And if you give them the corporation another few years, what it means is that Anambra will be generating our own electricity and distribute them, and more revenue, and all the industrial hubs in the state will have lights to manufacture their goods 24 hours. These are part of industrial revolution. This administration, to the best of my ability, to the best of my knowledge, have also embarked on various developmental plans. You talk about the revolution in the health sector, education, talk about education and digital penetration. How many smart primary and secondary schools have this administration constructed in the last 3 years? That is a question people should be asking. You talk about smart agricultural and sustainable livelihood, agricultural revolution. I recall during the inception of this administration, the governor distributed some palm
seedlings
to the 21, not only 21 local governments, I think about 326 wards in the states. I wasn't here, but I know that those things are going on. Are you going to talk about the scaling? I mentioned about the scaling of the one youth two skill program that will scale up to 100,000 people. You talk about unlocking opportunities for access to power. Olisa Mbeki, if you have 24 hours light in this studio, you expand your programs beyond what we are doing today. That is part of the Dubai, Taiwan we are talking about. That is part of the Silicon Valley we are talking about. You can imagine a government that will open up the 3 senatorial zones. Have anybody asked about the solution innovation district that will stimulate innovations and start up ecosystem with a goal of training over 1 million on the Anambra? Nobody is asking those questions. I want to advise that people should follow up government activities, because if you follow up government activities, you'll be able to know what government is doing and you will come up with reasonable questions. I watched Governor Chukwuma Soludo sometime on channel television. The old governor's office, he took some delegation to the sites where we are going to have the solution innovative district. Do you know what you are going to see in that place? That place will house more than 100 and something buildings. It's going to be a smart city. That is the Silicon Valley. where you will have different cities, different anything you can talk about.
And then some of these smartphones we are making
everything
use of, you have them getting, being repaired, being manufactured,
absolutely.
Digital world,
Absolutely.
networking and all that.
Absolutely. This caught my attention. This is governance. Governance without politics.
Has Governor borrowed to ensure some of these things?
The last time I listened to him talk was about 2 years ago, where he said that the State Assembly approved a borrowing plan for him to borrow about 100 billion. And he kept that approval because there was no need to borrow. Do you know what it means? Is that the revenue generation, what he generates, and the allocation coming from FAC is sustaining the infrastructural development that is going on. And he mentioned to my hearing that if he needs to borrow, he will not borrow for something that will not give us back
that money.
He will borrow for the future. And that is what it is.
Let's go into practical politics. Are you confident? Would you say that he's going to win every ward in Idemili North, Idemili South? And how possible would that be by the time we come to November 8th? Because
I'm not even interested in the ward.
Oh, you're not even interested in the ward?
I don't want to talk about ward. I want to talk about the 5,720 polling units.
5,720 polling units. Yes. That's in Anambra State, totally.
In the whole of Anambra State.
Let's begin with Idemili North and South. Where are you from?
Idemili North and South is collapsed already.
Oh, it's granted?
It's no-go area.
No-go area?
No-go area.
So you mean that other...
Listen, I'm using my word, Abatete. I don't want to be a politician that will say, I have the structure to cover everywhere. I'm a bulldozer. Although I know that my word is beyond my structure is beyond political party. But I want to say that in my ward, Abatete, we have 36 polling units and over 17,000 PVC collected.
So you are saying, voters. Are you saying that you will not lose any polling unit in Abatete?
We have done that before. Abatete have produced the highest result for the party since 2017 until I left. In the whole of Anambra Central, go and check statistics. During Obiano's administration, the only local government that came first was Anambra East. Came first in that governorship election of 2017. Aguleri Ward came first. Do you know the second local government? Idemili North. Which ward? Abatete. Abatete produced the highest results for ABGA in the governorship election in 2017. In the whole of Idemili North and South.
Are you?
In 2019, I'm coming. In 2019, Abatete gave the party the highest vote for Senate, for House of Assembly and House of Representatives. I'm telling you. So I am using my place to say that Soludo will win in the 36 polling units, not winning with small margin. He's going to win with an unprecedented margin.
Oh.
Then we have 12 wards in Idemili North. We have over 467 polling units. Soludo will win in all.
All of them?
All.
You are confident because we are going to bring you back here.
I said all.
So are you trying to say...
He's not contesting the election with any other player.
So it's a walkover for you?
It's a walkover for him, not for me. It's a walkover for him.
So we are not going to see the likes of Labour, ADC, and then PDP. These are
they running?
Oh, you're asking me? They are, of course. They're on the ballot.
I don't know.
We have the candidate of Labour, George Mohalo. We have the candidate of ADC, John Wosu. We also have the candidate of APC, Nicholas Okachukwu.
Which APC? Which APC?
So, do you mean APC does not exist in Anambra State?
Which APC? I'm talking about the Idemili North and South. Are they existing? Since I left the party, they died natural. They died a natural death. So I am the soul of the party. In Idemili North and South and in Anambra State, I'm the face of the party.
That's face of
somebody that gave a person that gave them the highest vote in the presidential election and all the National Assembly election is no longer there. What are they coming to do?
So are you saying that APC candidate Nicholas Okachukwu is not fit for?
I'm not even discussing them. I don't need to discuss them.
Why?
I don't need to discuss them because they are not going to. I don't know if they are contesting.
So for you, they are not contested?
They are not contesting.
When the candidate of Okachukwu has what people may believe to be a strong deputy governorship candidate, your own friend.
Look at the senatorial election. I work for the party in Onitsha North. The question is, even in Anambra South senatorial zone, is the candidate of APC not from that zone? What happened to his ward?
You mean in the by-election?
What happened? Yes, in the by-election. What happened to his polling unit and in his ward? If I'm still in APC, I can't lose my polling unit. I can't lose my ward to anybody.
So you mean he lost his polling unit, he lost his ward?
If I'm in APC, I can't lose my ward and my polling unit. It's impossible. I can't do that. Abga won by 78% margin in that by-election. In this governorship election, Abga will win by 98% margin.
98%? That's your projection?
Yes, that's my projection.
98% margin?
98%.
But at least he will win his polling units and his ward.
Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Operation Deliver Your Polling Unit. Everybody will be in his or her polling unit. We will see what happens that day. Let me say to you.
Okay.
You see, politics is not a child's play. If you want to win election, there are certain things you need to do to win election. I can't just come here and say to you, Olisa, I'm going to deliver my polling unit to Soludo without knowing what to do to deliver my polling units. I know what to do. In Abateta, I have 36 polling units. I have created shelter structure, cluster structure, and unit structure. That means I know everybody that will vote on that day.
How are you sure those people will vote for Abga?
By before 10 o'clock, between 8, let's say by the time INEC will come and settle down, it's around 9. By 11 o'clock, the result of Abateta will start coming out. And that is what will happen in every other polling unit in Anambra.
Is it a case of trying to buy votes with money?
Buy what?
Is that the case?
In the by-election, did you see anybody carry money?
But people insinuated, speculated
I worked in Onitsha North.
that votes were bought. That every party did the same thing.
Let me tell you, I worked in Onitsha North local government.
During the by-election?
During the by-election.
You left the local government?
Yes.
And worked in Onitsha?
Yes, the party sent me there.
Because their local government wasn't conducting or wasn't having any election.
Part of the ward in that Onitsha North is between Obosi and Onitsha.
That's true.
So some of them, I think
they overlapped.
They overlapped. It's a mistake.
All right.
That place supposed to be a polling unit in Idemili North.
Are you considering yourself?
I supervise the election there, and I see people without money voting
on their own,
voting for Abga.
Are you an election strategist?
I'm a political encyclopedia.
Is that what you are?
Yes. Quote me anywhere.
Did Soludo call you to come to Abga, or you decided to come to Abga?
I decided to return home.
Not because of anybody, no. Because of the performance you've seen.
Absolutely. And I have no regrets.
What about your former friend and ally, Paul Chukwuma?
What happened to him?
Is he contesting?
I don't know.
But he said, I'm not sure anybody's contesting.
I said, I don't know. Because I have not seen anybody campaigning in Anambra.
So he's not campaigning as well?
I say, ask him when you see him. I'm not his spokesperson.
When last did you talk with him on phone?
I can't remember. He's my friend. I can't deny the fact he's my friend. How can you ask me when did I speak to him last?
He's your friend.
He's my friend.
You know, there was a time when he speak for almost a year.
Politics is about interest. There is no permanent enemy.
Or permanent friend.
Or permanent friend. It's about interest.
But what's gonna be your advice to him?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
So you wouldn't advise him to leave the whole thing for Salute and come back later?
I can only advise my candidate, who is Professor Chukwuma Soludo, and the governor of Anambra State, where necessary.
Oh.
I can only advise him. I can't advise him.
So is Soludo a consensus candidate for Anambra State?
I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
That's I've seen situations, billboards where his rating is a consensus.
He's not the one even doing the billboard.
I
did billboard for him. I did a massive rally where you have over 20,000 people.
In Abatete, I saw that.
In Abatete, for Idemili North and South, and also across the state. Over 20,000 people.
So you put that crowd that very day?
I have the capacity.
You have the capacity?
Yes, I have every single individual that attended that rally was mobilized by me, single-handedly.
Are you the political leader in Idemili North and South?
No, I cannot, and I don't want to be. I'm Ifeanyi Ibezi. You see, the era of political leadership is gone. Professor Soludo have dealt with that.
Leveled every ground.
No, let me tell you, if you know you are a political strategist or you have something to offer, go to your polling unit. I have my polling unit. Go and produce your polling unit result. Take it to Professor Chukwuma Soludo. This is what I have in my polling unit, and this is the result of my ward. That is politics for you. Not that you deliver your local government, you have the capacity. I see people today, they are setting up different, they call it support group and all of it. I don't do that kind of politics. I do a politics of shelter, cluster, and unit. That's the kind of politics I do.
Let's take one more call, and that way, or maybe two calls, and that will be the end of the calls, and then we get a final statement. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning, my honorable speaker.
You're welcome.
And the guests in the studio.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I am honorable Olisa Mbeki, and I'm calling from
You're welcome. Quickly, make it.
Yeah, thank you. Number one, I myself personally, I would say I was a supporter of Soludo. I was. But currently, now, from the way we are being treated down here in territory, I've withdrawn my support. Reason, no single state government present here in territory. We are suffering, and we have all our people as a governor. No road.
I think
all of things on every day. Only trouble everywhere in this country. Even some of
he will respond to that. He will respond to that, and I know very well that Honorable Ifeanyi Ibezi has said that it is a gradual process, but he will respond to that. Let me take this call. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you. Good morning. Oh, sorry about that. Good morning. Take it easy. I know many of you are rushing this. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome. Oh,
good morning.
Ochiaha Idemili, not Ikabatete.
This is Henry from Onitsha GRA.
Henry calling from Onitsha GRA. Make it so fast because of time.
Yes, I want to first of all say, Doc, you just had the most troublesome guest today in the studio.
Why do you brand him the most troublesome guest? It's because the way he's speaking. Because
your money.
Okay, all right. He's going to give anybody wrong for his money.
Answer your question articulately.
Oh, he answered my question articulately and confidently.
Yes.
And for you, he's going to give anybody a run for his money.
For your money.
Even if you have a money, he's going to give you a run. Oh, all right. All right, you're happy. Thank you so much, Henry.
Yes. All
right, thank you so much. So sorry, I have to let you go because of time. We're completely out of time. We have to keep to times. I said I'm gonna pick two calls. I have many calls coming in. Just like I told you earlier on, it is the most listened political show in the entire Southeast. You can go and verify. Let's come back to you, Honorable Ifeanyi Ibezi. And somebody said you are the most troublesome. You can give anybody a run for his money. Are you troublesome? Giving everybody a run. Anybody that comes to challenge you with the money, you're gonna give the person a run.
I'm not a money person. I'm a grassroots general.
Oh, grassroots general.
Yes.
Not brigadier general.
I'm at home with my people.
You a 5-star general for grassroots?
No, it's not a military general, but I'm a grassroots general.
Oh, okay.
I came back 2 days ago.
From Abuja?
From Abuja. And I have to stop at the market to inspect the ongoing solar installation that I'm doing for my community.
Oh, you started again?
Yes.
You did something like that way back in 2015 or thereabouts?
I've been doing that every year.
When are you going to do for my hometown or Sumo?
It's not my area.
Oh, you have to. You have to. You have to extend it.
You have a representative.
Don't forget my representative. Anybody can vote anything.
So, I'm at home with my people, and my people are at home with me.
And your gates are always open.
And at any time I ask them, this is where you will go. That is where they go.
They follow you.
So I stopped at the market to inspect the ongoing solar installations in various locations, and I told them that Professor Chukwuma Soludo have done so well that we are going to vote for him. Everybody should vote ABGA.
Somebody said something about 3-3, and you're not responding to that
to 3-3.
Because of time. We don't have the time.
3-3. You know that
traffic gridlock.
No, it's not. Is that caused by Professor Chukwuma Soludo?
Because
they have a shrink road network.
Can't it be dualized?
You cannot. You cannot.
And we know it's a federal road.
Look at the other side of the road. It's a massive gully. It's not a gully. It's a. There is a hill.
Okay.
You can't do a dual carriage. The only thing you can say is that the road need a total reconstruction, and I think that 3-3 road is a federal road from 3-3 to Nsugbe.
But the state can do it and get reimbursed.
The federal government doesn't reimburse now, but state government can take it up since it's a major road leading to in and out of 3-3, and also
can Oluwate do something there?
Absolutely, because I think 2 persons have mentioned that.
Yeah.
I will take it up with the governor anytime I meet with him, and I will call his attention to that issue of he mentioned about bad touts and all of it.
Yeah.
I think that also I need to call the attention of the government to look at that and see how they can deal with it.
We are completely out of time. Honorable Efan Yuchuku Ibesic, what statements are you leaving with anybody who listen and tune in Anambra, because this very show will be rebroadcasted and at the same time it's gonna go viral? So what will be your departing statement? I know you are going to come back again before the election day. We are going to find time to bring you back, because we know that November 8th is about how many weeks away? I think 4 weeks or thereabouts. So we are going to bring you back here before the election day proper, as we are going to do for other political parties, because here we bring everybody to come and talk to Anambra. So what will be your departing statement now?
My departing statement is to ask Anambra across the 5,720 polling units, 326 wards, and the 21 local governments in Anambra State to come out in mass to vote for Professor Chukwuma Soludo, who have proven to be a workaholic governor, who have demonstrated capacity, who have built infrastructure across infrastructural development across the entire state. He has a good plan. He has a future for our dear state. The economic, political and infrastructural trajectory of Anambra State is on the rise, and Professor Chukwuma Soludo is on top of it.
All right.
I will urge everybody to come out in mass and vote for ABGA for continuity. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, and I will want to appreciate those on Facebook. I promised earlier I'm going to take questions, but the conversation took me away. And please, I'm seeing messages from Obinna William and Prasino, Honorable Basil Ogo. I think you did say something about if the Dubai Taiwan dream truly rests on Institutional Foundation. How soon with those foundations begin to reflect an average Anambra citizen's daily life in roads. You talk about other things, Ma or Lebara, Don Dollars, Moses Chukwuwanjo or Chukwumanjo, Jerome Delight Ikechukwu, Tino Obi Eze, Elechi Benjamin Madabuchi, Oluchichima, Kingsley Nwabeze, Ordinaka Egono, Obinna Moba. Oh, we have so many of them. Peter Onyebuchi, Clement Odefe, Olu. There are so many messages. If we have started taking these messages, Ochaya, you wouldn't have gone here. Many messages. But then we are complete of time. Thank you so much for your time. We wish you good luck in your endeavors. And that's much we're gonna take on this show, Crossfire on Udala 104.7 FM Onitsha. We're gonna do this next week. I'm still your honorable speaker, Tony Olisa Mbeki. Do have a lovely weekend.